Welcome you all to my classroom. This is Suresh, Assistant Professor, Mechanical Engineering Department, JP College of Engineering, Tenkasi. For this academic year 2020-21, I'm handling ME 8073 Unconventional Machining Process for 7th semester final year mechanical engineering students. Before coming to the topic, that means the course, I would like to clarify some things to the students. This semester is not as usual like the previous semester. Most of the classes will be handled through video classes and online mode itself. So the students need to attentive to watch the videos, downloading and make notes by using the videos whatever the professors uploaded in the WhatsApp group. If you're not doing this in the semester examination time, it will be very hard for you to clear the exams. So I ask all the students to go through the videos and lectures to learn new things about the subject, and you have to make self-learning now itself. The self-learning is very essential for the engineering student to enhance their knowledge. Without self-learning, we can't achieve anything in our life. So, for a better semester and better result, better life, focus on your studies and make self-learning as a habit one. Thank you. So let's come to the topic. Our subject, unconventional machining process. The course code is ME 8073. So I would like to start this course by explaining the syllabus with the previous regulation syllabus, 2013 syllabus. Here you can see the comparison of 2013 and 2017 syllabus. The first two units of 13 syllabus are combined to make first unit in 2017 syllabus. Introduction and the second unit, mechanical energy based process, are combined, and this unit is named as introduction and mechanical energy based processes. Like that, in 2013 regulation syllabus, the third and fifth unit are combined and it transferred as the second unit of 2017 regulation syllabus, and the fourth unit of 13 regulation syllabus is converted into third unit of 17 regulation syllabus. And in 2017 the two units 4 and 5 are newly added, namely advanced nano finishing process and recent trends in non-traditional machining process. So these are the changes from 13 to 17 regulation syllabus. So unconventional machining process is basically a very easy paper to clear the exam in previous years, but now they are adding two new units, advanced nano and recent trends in unconventional machining process. So we don't know how the questions will be asked from these two units, so we have to concentrate first three units very strongly, and we need to ready to answer any question from the unit 4 and 5. And the textbooks are they are giving two textbooks, namely Advanced Machining Process by Vijay K. Jain and Allied Publishers Private Limited 2007 edition, and Modern Machining Process by Pandey Sorban Hedges by Tata McGraw-Hill 2007 edition. These two books are your textbooks for this course. So let's talk about unit wise syllabus. Unit 1, introduction and mechanical energy based process. In introduction section we will see about the need of unconventional machining process and the classification, merit, demerit, and the applications of unconventional machining process. And coming under mechanical energy based process, we will see about abrasive jet machining, water jet machining, abrasive water jet machining, and ultrasonic machining. These four machining processes will be work based on potential and kinetic energy. Here you can see the word MRR. MRR means metal removal rate. So based on which parameter how much the metal is removed is the very important parameter and very important term in unconventional machining process. Let's come to the second unit, thermal and electrical energy based process. In thermal process we will see laser beam machining, plasma arc machining, and electron beam machining. These are the three machining process coming based on thermal energy. And coming to electrical energy based process, electrical discharge machining and wire cut EDM and the surface finish and MMR and power and control circuits and dielectric and fusing and what are the electrode we are using. These are all the parameters will be coming under electrical energy based process. So here the images, this is a laser beam machining process, this is electrical discharge machining process. Third unit title is chemical and electrochemical energy based processes. So here we will see chemical machining and electrochemical machining and what are the techniques are used in these two processes and what are the process parameters and how is the surface finish and what about the metal removal rate and the applications. So these are all the main points we are going to see in this chapter, in this unit. And additionally we will see about electrochemical grinding and electrochemical hardening processes. And we will see the detailed syllabus about unit 4 and 5 later. Before coming to the first unit, I would like to clarify the difference between manufacturing and machining. So manufacturing is a collection of process which used to convert the raw material or scrap into a desired product. The process involves in this manufacturing is casting, molding, forming, joining, machining, heat treatment, coating, etc. So the main motto of manufacturing is to convert raw material by using various processes. But coming to the machining, the main aim of machining is to remove metal from the workpiece to attain the desired shape and size. And it involved the operations like turning, threading, tapping, drilling, milling, boring, lapping, etc. So by using various operations, metal is removed from the workpiece and a desired shape is obtained. So this is machining. So by simply said, so manufacturing is a collection of process, but machining is a collection of operations. Let's begin first unit, introduction and mechanical energy based processes. So here we have to understand the difference between conventional and unconventional machining process. So in conventional machining process, the metal is removed by using some tool which is harder than the workpiece. So it is subjected to wear, and in the process the tool and the workpiece are in direct contact with each other. So and the metal is removed by the palm of compressed chips. And in unconventional machining process there is no direct contact between the workpiece and the tool, so there is no possibility for getting wear, and the tool need not be harder than the workpiece material. And here we are using some form of energy to remove the metal from the workpiece, like mechanical energy and chemical energy. And the similar between the conventional and unconventional machining process is, in both the process the metal is removed from the workpiece, but the method is different. In unconventional, there is no direct contact between the workpiece and the tool. In conventional machining process, there is a direct contact between the workpiece and the tool. So here you can see the difference between conventional and unconventional machining process. In left side we are seeing conventional machining process, and right side we are seeing unconventional machining process. So in conventional machining process, the metal is removed by using chip formation, so there is a possibility for getting tool wear and heat generation. So but in the right side, water jet machining process, we are seeing the metal is removed by the energy which is in the compressed water. The metal is removed without touching the metal, so there is no possibility for getting wear in the tool in unconventional machining process, and there is no possibility for getting heat generation during the machining process. These are the main difference between the conventional and unconventional machining process. So today's session is over, and if you have any doubt within this session and within the topics, please ask me through WhatsApp, and you can comment to this video. And in the next session we will see about the classification of unconventional machining process, and what is the need of unconventional machining, and what are the drawbacks of conventional machining process. And these are things we will see in the next session. Thank you.